I'm sure you've heard the news. I might have been the villain at a friend's wedding. 2 weeks ago, my husband and I went to a friend's wedding in our old college town. We were pumped. We left the kids with my parents, booked a Vrbo with another couple, and were ready to party. But plot twist, the wedding was dry. No one told us the groom was 2 years sober. We were bummed. No drinks at a gorgeous mansion wedding. So we decided to hit some bars instead of the after party. We left at 9:30, itching for some nightlife. Almost the entire college crew joined us, leaving the bride's side looking like a ghost town. Next thing I know, the bride is calling us out, saying we disrespected her and her hubby's sobriety. She even said I was the ringleader. But seriously, we just wanted to go out and have fun. Am I really the bad guy here? AITA? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
If you don't like veggies but still love family, then you'll get this story. My sister bought a fixer-upper and I offered to help remodel it. The deal was simple. She provide food and materials and I do the work. But there's a catch. I'm anemic and need protein-packed meals to keep going. Her vegan meals are leaving me lightheaded and hungry. One day I brought my own food and no issues. So I asked her to make meals with more protein. Didn't help. Yesterday I fainted again. I told her I need meals with meat or I can't continue. She thinks I'm a jerk for demanding this, but I'm standing my ground. I'm already doing her a huge favor, so bringing my own food shouldn't be necessary. Am I the jerk here? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Ready for some family drama with a side of awkwardness? Buckle up. So my brother, 39M, has a live-in housekeeper, Vivian, who's around 18 or 19. He hired her after his divorce to help with daily tasks and babysitting his 2 daughters. Sweet, right? Well, it gets complicated. We went grocery shopping and he bought her chocolates and flowers because she was sick, but his daughters spilled the beans. He's been hitting on Vivian and buying her expensive gifts. Things got super awkward when he made a comment about her body during lunch. She laughed it off, but I couldn't. So I told him his behavior was inappropriate as her employer and suggested he either act professionally or let her go. He got mad, said I was treating him like a creep, and demanded an apology. Now I'm second-guessing myself because Vivian hasn't complained. So, am I the jerk here for stepping in? What would you do? Let me know in the comments.
If your good deed feels like a mistake, you're not alone. Here's my story. My son and his family were struggling. I wanted to help, so I gave him $2,000 for rent. Then I found a townhouse near my granddaughter's school. Great idea, right? I thought, why not buy it and let them live there? They'd pay just $850 a month. But I needed the payments to cover my retirement withdrawal. When I told them, they got upset. They didn't want to pay a mortgage without owning the house. It turned into a big fight, so I cancelled the deal. Now my son's upset because the house is pending for another buyer. He's mad that I took away a better home for his daughter. I tried to help, but no matter what I do, it feels wrong. Am I the bad guy here? Let me know what you think in the comments.
I bet you didn't know that a wedding invitation could spark a family feud. Well, here's my story. So, my sister's getting married soon. We've got a decent relationship, but we're not super close. I've been with my partner for 4 years, and my family knows him well. But when I got my wedding invite, it was just for me. I asked my sister if my partner's invite got lost, and she said she wanted a small wedding with close family and friends. I pointed out that my partner is practically family, but she insisted it was her wedding, her choice. I felt really hurt, and told her if my partner isn't welcome, I won't attend either. Now she's upset, calling me selfish, and my parents think I should go to keep the peace. But I feel like I need to stand up for my relationship. So tell me, am I wrong for not attending my sister's wedding if my partner isn't invited? Why do 73% of renters face unexpected responsibilities? Stick around to find out. So, my landlords just up and moved out without even giving me a heads up. The same day they left, they hit me with a message about managing their pool. I'm like, what? They wanted me to flip a switch every day and toss in some chlorine once a week. Seems simple, right? Nope. I'm paranoid something could go wrong and I'd be stuck with a massive bill. Plus, I don't even know where to buy chlorine. Seriously, I'm barely keeping up with my own bills and now I have to drive around looking for pool supplies and wait to get reimbursed? No thanks. This isn't even in my lease. So, I told them, sorry, but no. Now they're upset. Am I the bad guy here for not wanting to play pool boy for free? Let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you later. Exposing the struggle in relationships when it comes to boundaries and support. My fiancé has ADHD and struggles with keeping a schedule. Today, he missed his 7:30 a.m. bus after sleeping past his alarm. I had just finished my third 12-hour night shift and got home by 8 a.m. He asked if I could drive him to the train station, saving him a 30-minute walk. Normally I would, but I was exhausted. I've driven him at least once every 2 weeks when he's late. This time I hesitated but decided to put myself first. He got upset, made a comment about seeing me in bed in 2 minutes and left. Later he texted saying he really could have used the ride today. We talked and he expressed that he felt let down. He would have done it for me and worried about how much he could lean on me. I feel guilty because it wouldn't have been a huge burden and he's been having a rough time. Did I mess up by not driving my fiancé? What would you have done?
Did I go too far by calling the cops on my nephew? Here's what happened. My nephew lost his job last year and had nowhere to go. Since I helped raise him, I let him stay in my rental house and even gave him $3,000 to get by. Things looked up when he got a high-paying tech job, but he didn't want to leave my place or pay rent. Offering lower rent didn't help and he started avoiding me. Family pushed me to give him a 30-day notice, but he ignored it. Things got worse when he ruined my carpet during an argument. I had to file for eviction. One day I found out he sold my valuables. I called the police and they found him high with ketamine. Now he's facing jail time and my family blames me for wrecking his life. Was I wrong to involve the police? I'm just looking for some perspective here. What would you have done?
Why do 90% of roommate dramas involve borrowed stuff? Because boundaries are tough. So I rent a room to AJ, 31. His girlfriend Nina, 25, is around a lot. And I mean a lot. She's always asking to borrow stuff. Can I borrow pants for work? Lotion? Tampons? No, Nina, get your own. I use a Diva cup and period underwear. Sharing? No thanks. She got mad when I wouldn't loan her a dress for their surprise date night. I told her straight up, ask again and she's banned. Harsh? Maybe. Necessary? Definitely. AJ thought I was overreacting. But then Cookiegate happened. I'm making cookies from scratch. Nina and AJ come in, she sees the dough, and what does she do? Sticks her finger right in it. Gross, I told her to get out. Banned, no second chances. AJ argued, but I stood firm. Now, AJ's calling me the bad guy and my friends are divided. So, AITA, let me know in the comments.
Navigating boundaries with empathy can be one of the hardest things a parent faces. My daughter was born with a limb difference, and after a traumatic pregnancy, I am beyond grateful she's thriving. Our church, a place of comfort, recently became a source of stress. An autistic woman started attending and repeatedly touches my daughter's arm without asking, making hurtful comments about her future. I know she can't fully control her actions or words, but it's heartbreaking to hear someone declare my daughter's life will be miserable. I've tried redirecting her, but she insists my daughter will struggle and be unhappy. This constant negativity is devastating, and it's driving me away from a community I cherish. Would I be wrong to ask her to stay away if she can't stop? I understand her challenges, but as a mother, my priority is to protect my child's well-being. It's a delicate balance between empathy and setting boundaries. What would you do in my shoes? Let's talk about setting healthy boundaries while being understanding. Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening. See you next time. This is why you need to think twice before making a promise you can't keep, especially to family. My bio family, they suck, big time. My sister and I were basically adopted by our friend Beth's family. They were our rock during tough times. They even helped put us through college. I consider them my real family, but things got messy earlier this year. Beth's dad passed away, and in their family, funerals are a huge deal. If you don't go, it's like saying a big screw you to the deceased and their family. My sister? She has a serious fear of the dead. She refused to go to the funeral. I tried to convince her, but she wouldn't budge. The day came and went, and oh boy, they did not take it well. Beth's mom was especially hurt and basically banned my sister from their home. She said it was like my sister spat in her husband's face by not showing up. Now the whole family is mad at her. She hasn't been invited to the house since and even got kicked out when she tried to visit once. Fast forward to July, and it's time for their big family reunion. My sister didn't get an invite this year. She called me up asking me not to go, but I told her I'm going. We argued, and she thinks I'm a huge jerk. I reminded her that she knew how important the funeral was to them. So am I the jerk for going to the reunion without her? Let me know what you think in the comments. And remember, family isn't always easy, but sometimes it's all we've got. Why are there not more people talking about golden child drama? Let's dive into this wild story about family, favoritism, and a divorce gone wrong. So here's the scoop. I'm 26, my brother's 29, and he's knee-deep in a messy divorce. Honestly, it's kinda his fault. His ex-wife's leaving him because, well, he's a mama's boy and has zero respect. And yep, I've seen it all firsthand. Now, for some context, my brother is the golden child, the apple of my mom's eye. My sister and I, totally sidelined. He's always been pampered, turning into this entitled man-child. Our mom, overbearing, doesn't even cover it. She's one of those, I'm the most important woman in my son's life types. Creepy, right? Anyway, my sister-in-law finally snapped. While my brother was at our parents' house, she texted him about custody for their daughter. It got ugly fast. He started calling her names with my mom egging him on. Then she dropped the mic. We'll talk when you take your mom's tit out of your mouth and act like a man. Ouch. So, my brother's raging, telling us all about it, and I couldn't help it. I laughed. I mean, come on, he's literally at mom's house whining to her. That laugh, it set off World War III. Now my parents and brother aren't speaking to me. My sister's on my side, but thinks maybe laughing was a bit harsh. So what do you think? Am I the a-hole for not defending my brother? Drop your thoughts in the comments.